Hello everyone. Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. Can you all hear me loud and clear? Give me a 5 by 5 if you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, thank you. So we're going to start. Right. So let's take a look at the higher time frame. We'll be going from daily, week 4 hour, 1 hour, 50 minute to the lower time frames. So here we have a new day opening gap formed yesterday, right? Oh, sorry, it's a new week opening gap, I believe. Let me check. Let me double check. Yes, it's a new week opening gap. We tapped into the gap, showing willingness to reject weak, large week. Whenever I see a large week like this, I measure it. I divide it into quadrant levels. Here comes our upper quadrant, 0.25 and 0.5%. Right, on 4 hour, we have other important levels. This 4 hour candles low and high. So once price shows willingness to reverse, right? I'm building a narrative based on bullishness. We tapped into this new week opening gap, and we are rejecting, but there's a lot of relative equal highs on lower time frame. That's why I have marked these quadrant levels, and we also have a inversion here trading inside it, so we can deliver liquidity below, trade to the quadrant level, and still get support by respecting this volume balance inversion. All right, so this current candle's high is gonna be the high probability target one. Once price shows reversal, this candle's high gonna be the target two. Yeah. Let's take a look at the full 1 hour chart. On 1 hour, on hourly, we have a new candle, and seems like it's gonna be taking the sell side liquidity, right? We have a relative equal low and this 4 hour candle's low. That's gonna be the target for this macro and our upcoming 920 to 940 macro. So expecting to see Judas towards sell side and then a reversal towards buy side. Also, there's no news today, right? And tomorrow we have nothing as well. On Thursday we have unemployment claim. So expecting good price action, not expecting anything choppy. 50-minute CB here. Expecting price to respect it. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. A lot of relative equal lows, so we are coming down, I believe. I believe we can reject lower from this gap. That can provide a turtle soup. I'm gonna wait. All right, I'm not gonna go for a short from here because to me buy side makes a lot more sense, and I want to engage towards buy side once sell side is cleared. So first wanna see this 4 hour low getting delivered, and then that's gonna be the target. You guys can listen to ICT stream, right? I'm gonna be listening to his stream as well, and I'm only gonna be talking when I see a setup or something important, significant. Not interested for to go for a short from here because of these really equal highs. Right, I would like to see price delivering, clearing one side first and then moving to the opposite direction. If we see rejection from this 50-minute CB, then the draw on liquidity for upcoming macro gonna be very clear, this buy side. Yesterday we could hear ICT through your stream. Do you know how you did this? It was convenient. You guys want to hear his voice through my stream?
It's doing these very
Just open another tab, right? And minimize it, hear his voice.
in price delivery. That is a very, very simple perception of
He's
what
talking
price has
about these
done.
equal highs.
It took an area that's smooth and made it jagged. So what happened here? This was an engagement for liquidity. So what did it do? It took buy side. After it took that buy side, where did it go directionally?
He's talking all about
Lower.
basic though, so but in between suddenly he drops like a nice jump. Any thoughts on the equal lows we printed yesterday on NQ? ICES didn't have the same low. Let me check. We have the same lows on. Yes, these are relative equal lows. Thoughts? I would like to see price clearing them. Going below 1853 on NQ and below 5227 on ES. All right, gotta wait. They generated so much relative equal lows, right? So very likely they're gonna come lower. Very likely we'll see a Judas forming lower. Let's see if I can spot any high probability entries. Look for SMTs. We usually get SMTs at these key levels. Do we have one visible with yes? Might not take buy side now. 50 minutes to be tapped and then sell side. Yesterday price action was volatile. 50 to 60 point move in a minute. Yeah, I'm not expecting buy side now. I'm expecting to see a Judas first, a deed, and then a delivery towards buy side. Turning this into an inversion. Let's tape read this scenario. Let's stop up here. This as a target. High probability target is this 18052 and then this. Just tape reading this because we have liquidity on both sides, so it's high probability for me to wait to see one side getting delivered. But here in this small part we have a pattern visible. 50 minutes CB, SMT, fair value gap turning into inversion. We got stops down here. You'll also have to see the entry the price gave. It's outside macro, right outside macro. And when we are trading 920 to 940 macro, it's best if you can wait to see the Judas, or if there's only one-sided liquidity. We have both liquidity on both sides, so we'll have to wait. I believe we'll have to wait. If you look at higher time frame, this is the target gonna make much more sense, right? This is our 4-hour low, very close to that low. Look at hourly chart, relative equal lows visible on hourly, rejecting lower. We also closed below these up close candles, right? If you zoom in, that's a closure below these up close candles, so they turned these into a order block. And so let's see, expecting bearishness, also formed the SMT. Rejecting lower. That's the high probability target for partial. And that's the TP down here, the 4-hour low. Let's see, 915. I believe high probability setups will be appearing once we see the Judas, right? Once the 9:30 delivery happens. We don't have any news today, so that also we have to keep in mind. Price can chop. right? We have seen price dropping without news days. Let's see. They already violated this inversion. Again, this was a low probability scenario, right? We had targets in both direction. Now see, compare this type of delivery to our winning trades. We had very nice, in every single winning trade we have a very nice drop or run in low resistance. Here it's all about high resistance, something that you don't want to trade outside macro. And we know that prior this price likes to chop inside 850 to 910 macro. We have seen majority of the time chop, right? If you mark 850 to 910, the reason that I never trade this macro is because of this. Majority of the time this macro just accumulates order, right? This is what? This is price doing time distortion. This is price generating liquidity. This is price building liquidity stops, right? And in between this time, I don't like to engage inside 850 until 930. I don't like to engage because of this, because price can go into extended consolidation zone, consolidation range. Like it can chop until 940. Even at 930, sometimes we saw like price doing a lot of times we saw price doing seek and destroy, right? So that's extended time distortion. That's why it's best if you can spot one-sided liquidity. If not, if you if there's liquidity in both sides like this, if the setup is low probability and you see a trade, you can always demo it, right? You can always just stay pretty like me and wait for the high probability scenario. Sometimes you will see 850 providing nice run, doing nice run. It usually happens when we have news at 8:30. Today we had no news at 8:30, so you can see the movement after uh inside our 820 to 840 macro. We saw nothing. 850 to 910, nothing other than chop. So we'll have to be patient. Still, I see the draw towards sell side. They left so many stops here. HYDRA, would you consider this 50-minute bearish inversion? No fair value gap on the first leg. 15-minute bearish. Mention the time of the inversion, Adit. Okay, nice. We are pushing higher. We have an unfilled 50-minute CB. Let's see. Now that's gonna make the draw even more clear. I hope it's not doing seek and destroy. (5:45 a.m. to 8:30). Okay, we're talking about this implied fair value gap, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't see any bearish inversion. Here we have a bearish inversion here at 5 o'clock candle on 50-minute chart. We have an implied one. So not gonna be using that. Rather gonna be focusing at this fair value gap on 50-minute chart that formed with 830 candle. Right, so I don't want to see this fair value gap turning into inversion. The 830 50-minute CB. Rather, I want to see price rejecting from it. Well, still, we have a SMT. I can see that with Dow, but still not confident for longs as long as these targets remain. Right, so I'd like to see these getting delivered first, or if price expands higher and aggressively delivers buy side only, leaves this target, then I'm gonna be looking for short. All right, so I would like to see one side getting delivered first. We have liquidity, same liquidity on EAS and Nasdaq, so I think they will do it. Did you all hear what ICT said? He said the highest probability inversion is not just a phase for value gap. It's the narrative that you build along the way after 7 o'clock. Right? Majority of the people just consider, just wait to see a fair value gap turning into inversion. It's not that easy. It's not enough. We have to use a lot more information than that, right? Aligned with higher time frame, aligned with understanding liquidity. Very easy. Very easy. Just takes a little bit more work, a little bit more time to see it on chart, right? Okay, so moving lower, 925. So volatility incoming. Sell side. This is the draw, guys. This is the draw on liquidity. These relative equal lows. Stopped on what? Pamir. You had a position open. Why did you take a position outside macro? Why did you take that position when I told you it's low probability? We have targets in both sides. Wait for one side to get clear, and then, like, why people like you join my group? I don't get it. Like, just to see the signal? Really? No, price is not supposed to do anything other than what price does all the time, right? That was very low probability to go for short from here. It was just a pattern that we saw, but overall market structure was low probability. It's not just a pattern that we trade, right? Always say that. When possible, would you like to talk more about what parameters you consider for an A plus scenario? It's a lot of stuff. It's not just okay, I'm seeing a pattern and then expecting it. You will have to see my stream when I execute, not just look, because I explain it every single day. Every single day we are taking trades, and every single time when I take a trade, that's what I'm using. I'm using higher time frame aligning with lower time frame. If you are so lazy to even go and watch those streams and understand how I consider it, because every single time I outline the setup, I say to you, okay, that's a plus setup, that's a B setup, also explaining why it was a plus setup. So do you want me to do it every single time? I remember in every single stream where we had a winning trade, I went over that trade before closing the stream, reviewed it, talked about why it's an A plus or why it was a low probability setup, why I took that loss. And I did that for so many streams for last 5-6 months. We have a data for last 6 months. So if you are not willing to put that much of work, like even this much of work, please leave the group. Or like there's a lot of people, there's a lot of lazy people who join the group, just distracting me from trading. Okay, we have a very clean draw on liquidity now. 928. 928, all right. Like I see the setup already because of this inversion, because we did a very nice stop hunt, and very likely that's gonna turn into inversion. So let's wait. All right, I already see the setup. 15-minute fair value gap got respected. If we close a body below, right, that's gonna be a demo trade idea or a evolution trade idea, a trade idea for your demo account, evolution account. All right, you can execute at the next candle. If we see a closure lower, not a live trade idea, just before 9:30, I don't want to engage today for that. So if you see the draw on liquidity is very clean, sell side. So we're rejecting lower. Look at this pump lower. Anybody making money? Well, I am. Equal low is where you are gonna secure some partials, right? Once we close below, then you will have the entry signal, and that's gonna be the target. So partial, once we close lower, gonna be here 18052, and TP is gonna be here 18016. Let's see, guys, if I can make some money on evolution account. Trading with Apex, I'm gonna be trading only with Apex this week. Gonna secure some more funded accounts. 930, very likely gonna take us down here. And see, now this candle's gonna tell us where we are going. Small volume imbalance. Okay, so no, we're not interested to go lower, let's say. Because again, this scenario was low probability, as you can see. We violated the inversion, left all the stops, right? We can also chop. That's also possible. 930 does seek and destroy as well. Those who don't know what 930 does can watch this lecture. 930 lecture here, you will find this lecture. I went over how to expect 930 to deliver. They already violated the inversion, so again the scenario it became low probability as soon as we violated this inversion, right? Again, it wasn't a signal for live trades, not a plus scenario, right? So who's making money? Well, even though I take it, I was not making money in this trade. It was a demo trade idea. See up here, tape reading for now. That means only demo trades or the trades you will take on evolution. Depends on you how you are taking it. I'm not taking any loss, right? If you are that dumb to even not recognize this low probability scenario, you should probably like just focus on learning rather than trading now, right? For me, I identify this low probability scenario. I warn you guys. Rest, it depends on you if you're taking that trade on your live account or your demo account. We left all these targets. I think we had a SMT. We had a bearish, very likely a bullish SMT. Let me check. Damn, I was expecting to see this 4-hour low getting delivered. Okay, no SMT. Oh, we have a SMT. We do have a SMT with ES. Nobody told me there's a SMT. Everybody's silent today. Okay, so 50 minutes fair value gap turning into inversion. Now I see a plus scenario. Can I get a tap here? Because this looks very nice to me. Still gonna wait, alright? Waiting. I see a long from here, but I want to wait and see what price does. That's a inversion. Expecting price to respect it. Respect this breaker. But let's see. Let's see, because that's too aggressive of a rejection. So many people losing money here, trying to trade both sides. Okay, we have a bearish inversion now. CB is still getting respected. 50-minute has a new candle. I see this. Probably gonna do one contra. Let me see if I can get in. I think I missed it from the inversion. I don't want to take it here. They already rejected from the inversion, right? They have a lot of relative equal lows. But this one came with a SMT. Okay, so equal low here. Yeah, see, I missed it. That was the order block. Well, we have a breaker down here. Those who have a mindset to tell me like who's making money, and also there's other people who come around and say told you, please leave. Breaker, let me check if I can take a trade from the breaker. We just stop up here. Already missed this trade from inversion. Was not so confident. See if I can take another entry. Probably not gonna give me. If you miss, will you chase and FOMO bigger stop? Well, did you ever saw me chasing the move? Damn, how did I miss this one? Like, I'm gonna block this Elmo guy. Like, please don't do that, alright? You put the feeling of doubt inside me. I don't wanna feel that. I don't wanna trade by feeling someone else's emotion. Alright, so blocked. That was so obvious. If you go and look at 50 minutes, I don't know how I missed it. If you go and look at 5 minute, not 50 minutes, or 5 minute chart like this, that was the signal, the closure below the CB. And I saw it. I put the RR tool and I hesitated. Because of some dumb dude trying to tell me like who's making money. Okay, I'm gonna wait, alright? Just a one trade. I'm gonna wait. Let's see what price does. Patience never fails to pay. So I'm gonna believe that and gonna wait. Let's be patient. Let's be patient. Yes, ICT been teaching the same model for last couple of decades. It's always the same. Do we have a SMT, guys? Okay, help me with the SMT. Everybody is so quiet today. Nobody sees SMT. Okay, we have a SMT, right? We have a bullish SMT with this inversion. I don't know why I'm feeling why I'm in so doubt today about my setups. SMT with this low, but wanna wait. We have so much liquidity towards buy side. Outside macro. Okay, but I see a long here. I see a long. I'm gonna outline it for you. Depends on if you wanna take it. Probably gonna do a demo on this. Gonna take it on my other account. If we get a closure above, like it's outside macro, that's why I'm trying to avoid 940, right? Just a little bit more outside macro. 940, 1 minute and the macro is ending. Right, that we are probably in a seek and destroy environment. Well, not as in a seek and destroy, because that was a trade. That was the trade. We did respect tapped into the 50-minute gap. Now I did not I saw it, I hesitated it, and nobody else was able to take it. Come on, guys. Like, that was a nice inversion. Price closed about it, retested it. don't do that. All right, if you have anything, if you are feeling anything negative about me, you don't have to mention it on chat. All right, just feel free to leave. Nobody cares about that. All right, so but if you do that trying to prove that you are better or I'm worse, it does nothing other than breaking my confidence in my setup. So please don't do that. Okay, so we have a lot of liquidity now to a SPY side. Majority of the stops are towards SPY side now. Who took it? Two people took it, Adit and Mahi. Okay, guys, share your execution. Let me see your execution if you took this short. That was an icebreaker. Nice, Maria. Sorry, Mari. Where did you execute? At the inversion. Very nice. Damn. It never feels worse than like seeing the setup, considering it A plus, and then missing it. Also appeared after 9:30, right after the Judas formed. So the Judas formed here, and then the drop. I'm happy to see some of you were able to take it. Let me see if I can take any nice trade today. Already missed one. So that was a nice one. Let me journal. Right. We also saw it live on chart before it happened. So let's tape read. That's journal. And that was a plus breaker. Right. We have both high and low getting delivered. Breaker was a unicorn with fair value gap. I still don't know how I missed it. See the breaker. Very nice. Even everything appeared inside 920 to 940. A macro, a lot of noobs said like they don't see any setup inside this macro. For last 2 months, yes, last month in July and this August, I think for 3 weeks we have seen so much setup inside this 20 to 40 macro, inside this macro. Sometimes price again does not do anything for 100% of the time, right? Sometimes you will see price providing the setup, activating it at 945, right, of 46. That's when price does the distribution majority of the time. It all comes down to how confident you are when the setup is appearing, how patient you are, because 930 can manipulate a lot, right? So that was the trade, that was the signal. Remember, I also outlined this, but was not able to execute. So the high probability short already happened, like before even this one. The high probability short happened from here, right, with a stop that I originally showed you guys. I believe it was here or somewhere here. That was the high probability short targeting this previous, that I think that's our 4-hour low. Yes, so this 4-hour low was the high probability target. Okay, let me see if I can secure some profit now, because price seems like reversing. Seems like we're reversing. Let me check on higher time frame in inversion. Nope. Nothing or higher time frame. We are approaching towards 950 macro. 50 to 1010. Wanna see a closure above. We delivered majority of the sell side. Not expecting price to reject again once we see the closure. Five-minute looks bullish. So that's what I'm thinking. The stop suppose here. And the high probability target gonna be this swing high. Okay, let's take this trade 2 contract and let's wait 1 more minute. Let's see if it's a fake out or not. All right, that's gonna be the last line of defense. We have a small fair value gap, probably from here. Okay, we tapped into the gap. Gonna do 1 contract here. Stop gonna be very small, like this. Let's see if it works or not. Looks a setup, not a plus. A. That's why I reduced the risk to 1 contract. At first I wanted to do 2 contracts, but not looking like a plus, so not worth it. Only doing 1 contract, risking 0.3% of my 250k account. Let's see, guys. If it's not working, then we'll wait. I don't like this candle dropping aggressively lower. That's our last line of defense, alright? I'm not gonna hold if this fair value keep getting violated. Respecting the fair value gap, right? Secure some partial at 18106. Secure partial, trail stop. Once we see the closure, you're gonna trail the stop. 200 ticks, already 50 points secured. We are targeting 100 points, guys. Let's see. 100 points. Trail your stop to break even. Trail your stop to break even. Secure partials, alright, this move is gave already so much. Patience never fails to pay. Patience never failed to pay, right? Patience never failed to pay. Stop loss at break even. Some people come here and think I learned trading yesterday, right? Trying to teach me, tell me like, where's the guy that said who's making money now? Well, I've been making money for a lot of years, and you are here on my signal service criticizing me. That's fun. Yeah, he should left. Everybody like him must left or gonna get blocked. Reading my mindset. I missed that trade because of him. I usually don't give anybody else the fault. It's always me because of me, but I was trying to prove to him that I can trade better. Because of him, I missed that previous trade from Inversion. Coming here telling me like who's gonna make money, who's making money. So fun. Chartville is okay. Good. So that was a nice winning trade. I hope he's not shifting back to my stop now. 300 tick, guys. 100 points. Gonna close it once this turns into a winning trade. Secure partials here. I can't take a partial, otherwise I would have closed it here. That's a BPR. I don't want to see price respecting it. I see a lot of stops towards buy side. So if ICT was taking this trade live, right, you would have seen him going for a rent for 2 hours. He does that. Even if he calls market like 10 ticks, he will go on a rent for an hour. How he did, like why he was able to do that, how everybody else can do it. It's so fun. Yeah, I'm ignoring the haters. That's why I'm doing like private stream. Otherwise, I was streaming on YouTube. And it seems like they're also somehow coming here. I try as much as I'm not good with haters, that's why that's my weakness. I wish I was much more stronger to negativity when I take it. Right, but I'm very weak on that. And that's why I try to avoid it as much as I can. I perform best when I'm like not thinking about anything else when trading. Right? That's how I perform my best. As soon as I shift to prove someone that I can trade, that's the time when I lose all the trades. That's the time when I fuck it up. Even the analysis. There was a very nice winning trade, guys. Made my day. Made my day. Okay. Let's hope it hits the TP, because sometimes I also had trades that came so close to my TP. I think you guys saw it as well. And then reverse to my entry where my stop was to break even. I hope it's not doing that. 400 ticks. If I was taking this trade on demo, majority of the people wouldn't have considered it as a trade, right? That's another thing I see in our community. People don't consider demo trades as a trade. People don't understand like how important it is to remain in demo when you are just at the beginning stage, when you don't know anything, when you rely on somebody else's signal service. It's very, very important for you to understand that you don't have enough knowledge to be independent, and independence should be your target. Right, so nice winning trade, guys. Put the W in the chat. How many points? Finally hit the TP. 130 plus points. 130 plus points. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I took it on my other accounts as well. Crazy, guys. Made 2.5k in this trade with one contract. Damn. $2,000 in this trade. I usually aim for only 5, like 15, 10, 1,000 to 1,500. I hope it's not reversing. If it reverses now to my entry, that's crazy. Don't see the reversal yet though because of the stop. We are so close to deliver to the stop. Probably just returning back to the fair value gap. Why didn't it got triggered? What the fuck? This candle went to my TP. It didn't got triggered. Did you guys see that? Okay, let me check the high of this candle. 18. Where's the high? 18,169. And my TP was 177. Now, okay, let's see. I'm probably not lucky today. Let's see. That's the last line of defense. This fair value gap. Don't wanna see this getting violated. If this gets violated, then again the condition is gonna be low probability. Just close, bro. It's so close. To be honest, I don't feel emotion majority of the time when trading. So, I don't feel anything if it's coming back down to hit my TP because I have the skill and it's gonna keep providing again and again and again. That's how I don't get FOMO majority of the time. As a human, sometimes I do. And I already closed it on my other account. So was already able to secure 1,500. A trade from here. So at least made 1,500. Let's see. Yeah, this long was very nice. Can we take one more trade like this? Let's see what our 10-20. We still have 2 more macros left. Right? Still have 2 more macros left. Taps into the 5-minute CB, sorry, 5-minute BC, right? That's why getting support. Candle's body are strongly leaving signatures for a push higher. Look at the signature, guys. Small thing on chart, but very important to boost your confidence in any setup. Damn, today I'm basically done for this week. Even if I don't take any more trade this week, I'm done. This on this account I was able to pull 2500, other account 1500, so that comes down to what, 3.5k in one single trade with one contract. Usually I make 1500 with 1000 to 1500. That was crazy. 500 ticks. Damn, let's go. Let me see those W's, guys. Okay, let me see those likes. If you are willing, if you are that kind, all right, that's a very nice trade. Trust me, if ICT was pulling out this trade, he would have been going crazy all over internet. And I do this in front of you every day. ICT calls, the way ICT calls, I can do that all day. Like you guys all, every day I do call to the levels by doing bias, right? Like what ICT does, he will mark the inversion and he will tell you, okay, price can go up here. That he never specifically says, okay, that's the high probability target or that's the target. He will outline, you will see it on your chart, and you will have to like kind of predict it by looking at it. The times when he tried to do it, right? You can go and watch his 3-4 streams. Majority of the trades were losing trades. Still nowhere to be seen on Robin's Cup, but he's the best educator you can ever find on all internet. Like nowhere to be exist. I have a doubt, like if he is the trader he claims. Not seen him, to be honest, and the person with 30 years of experience should have been able to do it live. He don't have to do it. Not criticizing him, but the amount of boost I see, like when he's talking, just mentioning that. Still expecting price to go higher. That was our high probability target one. Remember, do you guys remember the bias was bullish? Let me pull out my trade advisory tool. My trade advisory, where was it? See, bearish, then bullish. Those who missed the bias, right? Always remember, you gotta join the first 5 minutes of the stream. When I open, I give you guys 10 minutes to join. And every single day, there's not more than 100 people who join. That's okay. 90% people eventually. The ratio never gonna change, right? Nobody can change the ratio. 90% will lose, will remain in poverty. Only 10% will prevail. And good to see those 10% are here. All right, so that was the high probability target. How did I find it? That's why trying to show you how did I find it. You will have to go on higher time frame. It was very clean, very obvious, strong liquidity. Saw it even before this new 4-hour candle formed. You go back, everything is recorded. You'll be able to hear me saying, okay, we have an inversion, 4-hour low. We have a lot of buy side liquidity. Very likely we're gonna come for 4-hour low first because we were already rejecting. This new 4-hour candle had liquidity in both sides. You heard me many times saying this morning, it's high probability to wait to see once one side getting delivered and then target the opposite direction, right? Very obvious market structure. There was a lot of impatience who took all those trades that I outlined. Always remember, guys, I outlined the trade. That doesn't mean I'm taking these trades. And I always tell you guys, like, right? that if I'm thinking it A plus or not, why am I avoiding it? Why am I not taking it? So rather than muting me, that's why I get angry. That you mute me, then you take this trade, and you come back and you complain where I'm not even telling you to take this trade. Right? So that's something the beginners, like the newcomers, should focus on. I still see a long. I still see another long from here because that's a relative equal low. So this can happen. Still haven't traded to our high probability target at 18,253. I think every ICT student took this trade today. Oh, he didn't even outline the inversion. Did he talk? He was mute for me. Did you guys hear him talking about this inversion? No, I don't want to listen. I want to listen to him. Then I don't want to listen to him because majority of the time he's just talking how he's better than everybody else. How like every time trying to prove something. Why? Everybody believes like I believe 11,000 people who are watching him. Everybody is his student, right? You know, he drops like only one or two lines that are important for me. For you all who those who are beginner, every bit of his talking is important. It's not important for me because I heard him saying all those stuff for 3 years. Kind of feel bored now. We never traded back into this. Okay, we are respecting a breaker. This one. Right, trading to our target. That would have been, I should have hold it. Why don't I hold? 200 point. Crazy. Beautiful day. Okay, let's see if I can find another trade. All right, a small 1-to-1 would make me happy. Let's see if I can do it to 5K today. $5,000. That will be crazy. Let's see. If you go on ES and pull out the 9 a.m. hourly open, and on the 1 minute chart, it's beautiful how many touches before it went long. I already had a W, but if I hadn't, that would have been my trade long. 9 o'clock opening. I use 9:30 opening all the time. So again, the levels usually come very close, right? 9:30 and 9 o'clock. Price trading below 9:30. That means what? Price trading below this kind of the range. Very likely that's where the Judah's gonna form. So let me see where the 9 o'clock opening is. Here. Well, pretty same level, right? So I don't know why you use 9 o'clock because I never said anything about 9. I never heard ICT saying anything about 9 o'clock opening price. Rather, he talked a lot about 9:30. So I think that's the accurate. But if 9 o'clock is working for you, then keep using. For me, the way I see this opening price is same compared to every other opening price. Price trades below. If there's liquidity above, then that's gonna be the Judas. If price trades above the opening price, and there's target lower, then that's gonna be the Judas. If there's no target, then price probably will continue. Right? Everything else is BS. We're above 830 opening price. Do we have target lower? We don't have any target lower for us to reverse, right? So any return back below 830 is going to be a return back to the discount of the range. So that's how basically seeing these opening prices. Those who don't know about this basic information, you are because you are lazy. ICT talked about all this in his 2016-17 mentorship. Still expecting expansion, probably from here, as I showed you guys earlier. We still have high probability target 1 left, so very likely we're gonna see the drop here and then a push higher. Let's say not interested to go for a long from the breaker, so that's why. Otherwise we have a breaker. Not interested in this breaker because it has relative equal lows inside the breaker. And you will hear me saying all the time, I'm not interested in any longs where there's relative equal lows, nor short for me as long as there's relative equal highs. So as long as this is into play, I'm probably not gonna engage. You don't need to trade good profits, man. Yeah, I don't need to, but let's see if I can spot a plus trade. I can risk 500, right? $500, and that will give me another $1,000 profit. So aiming for that. I don't trade until 9:30 a.m., but the hourly 9 a.m. power 3 is important. Yeah, you can see the chart like that. 9 a.m. Opening price. I think you are talking about. Okay, that's good. I use 9:30 opening prices and the information that I gave you all inside this 9:30 lecture. Everything else is just a copy paste. This was a two-stage delivery right from the lecture. The first stage here happened, the Judas. Second stage is where you were looking for a trade. 9:30 also order block. The people I shared this model inside 2024 workshop, and majority consider it to be a basic information. Where it's not basic, it forms all the time, every majority of the days at 9:30 order block becomes visible once you see the Judas, right? Majority of the time you will see the order block. Sometimes there will be a breaker, right? So that's how I taught you guys a model inside 2024 workshop. 9:30 order block, very very important. Once the Judas is clear, usually Judas goes for the stop. It went for the sell side. Look for inversion or breaker and then a continuation. Very easy. I heard someone saying 9 a.m. turtle soup model, so I think you got it from there, right? Combine liquidity with power of 3 hourly, 4 hour, and it works as a great short-term bias. Yes. Coming back to the CBC. When I started using 920 to 940 macro, I did not see anybody trading 930 on indices. Everybody was focusing after 930, where I have like every stream available since last year on YouTube, right? So I was seeing last year a lot of setup prior 930 and executing prior 930. And even you can see it here, price majority of the time gives turtle soup prior 930. Sometimes you will see price doing inversion at 930, prior 930. But it's more high probability to see the Judas and then execute. This year is a little bit different. Price giving less setup prior the Judas and more high probability setups, like look at this one and look at this one prior 930. So once you see the Judas, right, That was the Judas. And then the model becomes very obvious. I can pull out several examples, the same examples I've taken on stream with you all. You go on my Twitter account, right? You'll see. Let me see. All right, let me check. That was the trade from yesterday at 920 to 940. Look at the model. I think you can even draw it. There was the inversion. That's the 930 order block. That's the 930 breaker. So you can use anything, literally. Yesterday we also pull out 400 ticks. Now yesterday there was not much of hype like this trade because it was a demo. Remember? So that's why I was talking. Like when I take the trades on demo, people don't get much hype. When they see something like written trader weight or anything other than paper trading, that generates a lot of hype. So let me see. Yeah, look at this one. No, that's 1020. That's the setup formed at 820 to 840. 950. No, this one also. Yes, price was too volatile, but there was setup. There was our model at 930. Right, price rejected lower. I'm trying to find exactly same scenario. Same structure. Look at this. Look at this. And compare this scenario to what we just take now. Very, very similar. Just the inversion is a little bit bigger. Look at here, 820 to 840, same structure, guys. I think this is one of the most high probability market pattern anybody can ever find to trade. Isn't it same? It's exactly the same. There's so many examples. 920, 940. You can go back and watch me. I don't think you can go back to 2022, but if you can, I've been posting screenshots since 2022. Since then, trading 920 to 940 macro. At first, it was 920 to 930. I was focusing prior. Now, this one is exactly same. Sell side, buy side. Isn't it exactly same? Pretty much. Look at this one again. Same pattern. Sell side got delivered. Same entry. Same thing. Just this time we had no inversion. See, in this example, we don't have any inversion. We just have an order block, right? So I didn't hesitate to take this because of the order block. That's a model. This breaker worked. Price getting support from the breaker. One more trade, guys. One more trade, and I think I'll be able to get done for the whole week. Me, no. I'm not talking to you. Just observing power of three. Yes, power of three is the best thing that you can learn from ICT's archive. Right? We had a very beautiful power of three. How did I predicted it? I was basically expecting power of three, manipulation, accumulation. That was the accumulation phase, right? Time distortion. We know that when it happens, usually it happens at 850 to 910. Manipulation and distribution. Very, very beautiful power of three. Even on 1 hour chart, that was a beautiful power of three. Look at this 8 o'clock candle. Here, the 9 o'clock. Usually, 9 o'clock does the stop hunts, forms SMT. So, this is where I look for SMT. Usually, sometimes we see SMT like here and price pushes. This time we did a stop hunt. So, very beautiful power of three. Good to see that, Mario, you were keeping your focus at the right place, right? I hope that I was able to pull you or pull every one of you out of thinking that it's the pattern that works. It's never the pattern. It's power of three that works. It's the drawn liquidity that works, right? And that changes a lot of things. It changes the whole way you see the chart once you start believing in that, right? Rather than just pattern. Really want to see price diving into this before taking out this high probability target, right? So if price takes this high probability target and then drops down, I'm not interested for a long, because the arrives reversal happens once we deliver above relative equal highs and lows, once we go above daily uh, swing highs and lows, 4 hour 1 hour swing highs and lows. So that will make my long a low probability long if we deliver to the target first. So when I see this target getting left and then dropping lower, that will make my drawn liquidity very obvious, like it was here, right? The drawn liquidity was very, very obvious. That's why this one was a very nice target. I use regular trading hour gap, 9 a.m. opening price, power 3 liquidity. I don't see anyone trading like me yet. Not even me. Come on, Maria. I trade exactly the way you were saying me. Being here keeps me disciplined though. Yes. I appreciate your presence. Everybody else who are here to be disciplined, here to learn. What grade would you give the 10:20 a.m. macro compared to the 9:20 a.m.? B setup. B setup because target in both direction. Like here, remember I saw it long, right? I remember I saw a long. I saw a lot of trades here. So I saw this but did not take it because it was a B setup. Why was it a B setup? If you zoom out, there was liquidity in both sides. Does B setup work? Yes, but it will have to more depend more on luck for them to work, where this type of A plus category, you can take them easily on your live account. Remember me saying that's a A setup. Why didn't I say that's a plus? Because price was chopping prior, right? So we have not seen much volatility prior to that. That's another category, but you can say that was it was a plus scenario if you want, because higher time frame liquidity was delivered, right? We delivered below higher time frame, and then the reversal came. Then we activated the inversion on 1 minute chart. Sometimes you will also see me using 3 minute and 5 minute inversion. So it's a little bit different when I use 3 minute to confirm 3 minute as an inversion to confirm the market structure shift, right? When do I use 3 minute inversion? To find high probability, exact, precise levels for market structure shift for entry. And use 3 minute and 5 minute when price is chopping. Price was not chopping here. Clean. 1 minute turned into inversion. But if you zoom in on 3 minute chart, you will see the precision that I just talked about. It actually formed here. Do you see that that's an inversion on 3 minute chart? Very small inversion. And price eventually came back down to this 3 minute inversion and then pushed higher, where 1 minute saw a lot more fluctuations, right? That's why I saw this on 3 minute. I have other monitor above. Saw this on 3 minute, and that's why I waited for this fair value gap to execute. Otherwise, the execution usually comes at this candle, right? Because of that, I expected price to drop below. How did I expect? Why didn't I push here? Because I was willing to miss the trade if it was running from here. That's a mindset. I think that's a very strong mindset I'm proud of. I'm not gonna touch the chart if it's not tapping into my level. I'm not gonna feel anything. At least I'm trying not to feel anything, right? And by doing that, I majority of the time don't feel anything when I miss the setup. So from here, if it was pushing higher from here, I was willing to miss it or to take a trade from here, like a late entry from here. I waited, price tapped into this, and look at my execution level. Exactly when we entered, executed with a stop loss just below here. So the stop was 28 point and we secured 130 plus points. So You can see how much information you have to align, how much focus you will have to have. That's why I get very, like, I lose my mind when people come here with negativity, because trading requires a lot of patience. When you are making decision for 200 people, that takes a lot more patience than we usually are, right? I feel if you can master 930 to 130, you don't even have to stay on chart. I had high losing rate at 930 until March. Now 930 is my strongest macro. Adit, yes, not every month 930 gonna work, right? That's why you'll have to focus and know everything about macro until 1050. There's gonna be one macro by 1050 that will provide you a high probability setup, right? So I think you already know this stuff. So telling the people who don't know it, because I see some people, they see 930 making money for a couple of days, then you will see them like saying they will not trade any macro other than 930. That's so wrong to do, right? Because today is providing setup. Again, you'll have to believe nothing is 100% on chart. There's also so many days we have seen price just doing seek and destroy. I remember March, April, May, at the until the middle of July, 930 only provided one or two setups in a month, or three or four. Rest of the days it was just chopping, doing seek and destroy, and the setup was actually forming like at 945 or 950. Right, so that when that happens, I'm willing to miss all those setup, not feeling any emotion, because that's not my model. And some people who join new, they ask me, why are you missing the trade? Macro is BS. No, bro, like, that's not BS. That's me doing something that makes money for me, right? Being a little bit more patient. And that's why I use macros. Makes me a lot more patient. I'm usually impatient. And I see a lot more on chart when you align time with it, right? We also use 1020 and 1050 macro as a high probability reversal macro. But recently we have been seeing less reversal inside these macros. So does that make this macro a no reversal macro? No. It just price is doing everything equally. It will chop in every single macro. The lecture that I gave you here, that's one of the most important lecture I think I've ever made. Because this is not a basic lecture. This is a lecture about the market structure. And the same lecture you can use for any other macro. Every other macro does the same thing. Every macro has a Judas, right? Every price move, every trend has a Judas. Every trend has a manipulation. So if you can only spot the Judas, the rest of the move is clear. Like this. What price is doing here is trying to form a Judas. If I'm correct, the Judas very likely gonna end at this fair value gap. How? A lot of equal lows. We left a lot of targets, and we are returning back to a level that is at the discount of the range, right? So that very likely will give a turtle soup. Am I feeling any FOMO to take this turtle soup? No. I'm willing to miss it. I'm gonna use this turtle soup as a confirmation. With 4 years of experience, I'm gonna be honest. I know how to take turtle soup. I've taught you guys. Those things work. The things that I taught you. But I'm not still not feeling enough confident after 4 years of trading to take turtle soup. So that I'm okay with it. I accept it. I accepted the fact that it will take time when I started losing money. When I blowed $5,000 real money account, that time I understood that it's gonna take a lot of time to master everything in chart. First breaker, I did everything with breaker, then a little bit of turtle soup, a little bit of inversion. So now I have three models. Turtle soup, still not so confident, but with time, I believe I can do it. Right, so that I'll be using as a confirmation. And then usually price forms any fair value gap here, some fair value gaps that I can use as an inversion to trade. If I miss everything, it's okay. There's always another move. There's always another move that will look exactly the same like this or some previous models that I took. So thinking of this, all right, if you are taking this trade, it depends on you. I'm not taking it. I just see this. That's what I'm thinking on my mind. Like this. If it happens, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to look for a safe entry. Trading below 830 opening price. That also has a significance behind it. Pamir, you have taken every single trade I outlined prior 930 and those turned into a losing trade. So I don't know why you focus at the trades that I'm not taking, the B setups. If you want to take the trade, then the stop is, you're asking me, gonna be here below the fair value gap, or you can put it at the mean threshold. So focus at the A plus setup, right? That will increase your win rate, confidence in the setup. If you're engaging in every type of setup, that will ruin your confidence first of all, right? And you won't be able to like take the high probability ones. You will doubt them. Okay, expansion. If this fair value gap turns and makes it a, if this fair value gap fails, I think you can do a 1-to-1. 1-to-1 is incoming, guys. Let me see if I can take it as well. So a stop something like this and target this. It's giving more than 1-to-1. So that's gonna be the last signal once we see a closure, right? I'm gonna take it on demo. I feel like I should be done for today. Already so much job, so don't want to lose that, so I'm gonna be patient. And those who have not made much profit, you can focus on this one. Looking A setup, that's why giving US signal. Looking like an A setup, guys. We have a breaker as well. So A until, I think price will expand even higher, but this is what I see as a very easy target. I'm basically done. So not taking this one other than doing demo. Secure entries on this candle. Let's see. For me, this was the best trade of this week. So after a huge win like this, I stop. It was a 2 trade equivalent winning trade. We turned the fair value gap into inversion. Retested the inversion. Let's see if it gives an expansion. So far respecting the inversion, so that's what I like. Running in profit, already in 52 ticks. So no partial in this one. No partial in this one. Straight to the TP up here. You want to see this one closing above. So every candle you want to see closing up close. All right. If they're doing chop here, they will make the scenario low probably because we are so close to the draw on liquidity. And when does price struggles to reach to the target? When it's in high resistance. High resistance makes the scenario low probability. I hope it's not going to do that. That will give me another winning trade of 55 points. Today is the best day of this week. Damn, look at this. Gonna leave a runner on this one. Gonna leave a runner on this one. Let's see if this evolution trade turns out to be a winning one. Turned out to be a setup, so didn't hesitate it. See the A plus scenarios, A and A plus scenarios has a much more higher win rate than me outlining the B scenarios. Right? Every single time I out like my majority of my losing trades came from the B scenarios, and majority of my winning trades came when I took A and A plus scenarios. They also fail, but majority of the time they win. At least give a partial. At least give us. So suppose where to take a partial in this trade, up here at this swing high. That would have gave you 32 points. Stop coming just below the inversion now. That's another W. Look at the signature that price left. Another W, guys. Another W. Let me see those W and likes on stream. Let me see the W on chat. Gonna leave a runner on this one. Gonna leave a runner on this one. Let me see the W's. Can you imagine? We are up almost 300 points today on stream. No losing trade at all. Stop coming at break even now. Stop coming at break even. Trail your stop to break even. If it rejects from here, I don't see the rejection. Look at 3-minute chart. If it rejects, I don't want to hold. All of them from inversion, but inversion was not what made it high probability. Always remember that. It's the draw on liquidity and the targets that made it high probability. Right? Inversion was just a way to get in. The target was shared this morning. Only two people did W. Only 28 likes. And 200 people watched. Guys, what's happening? Are you guys not happy because of the W? Or am I giving like too much signals? Because it's not even half of the likes. That means what? You guys don't appreciate. Okay, I'm closing the stream. Bye. I thought like you guys enjoy it, find it insightful. Well, it's not looking like we appreciate it. It's not even half. I can at least appreciate. I can at least expect 50 likes, right? That's doing taking no money. Best day of the week. Best day of the week. I did not make any real money on this trade. I took it on my Evolution account, but still, nice call, nice management, right? You gotta take what price delivers, guys. All right, I see price at least moving to this much, so that here I'll be closing one contract, and one contract I will leave for a runner. Let's see if it takes me a little bit higher. Getting so close to TP. Damn. So target hit, leaving a runner now. I'm gonna close the runner at 18,300. All right. Let's see if price goes this much. Leaving a runner, guys, as I told you. Leaving a runner until 18,300. Well, I see price expanding even more than this, but that's gonna give such a nice profit. So much money today. So much money. Well, I've already did so much live stream publicly, Mahi. That's how I got the attention, right? That's how this many people know me, because they saw me doing it on YouTube. Don't have any interest to go back on YouTube. So stop now coming back to break even, right? So we don't care if it's turning into a losing trade now. I've been streaming since last year, Mahi, since February 2023, February, every single day. So I has a good track record. That's why people are here, right? I have so many students who have been here since I think last year, since 2023. So some people come here and think like I learned trading yesterday. They should some like teach me. There's nothing wrong with that, but I never feel interested to learn, you know. To me it's not no more knowledge not gonna solve the problems that I have. More knowledge is not the solution. Rather more psychological improvements is the solution. Damn, look at this trade. What's happening? Why am I winning all the trades today? I'm probably not gonna close the stream today, guys, okay? That's another 100 points. Come on. Crazy. Another 100 points. Can you imagine the price moving and we are banking so much? Crazy, bro. Okay, not closing the stream, all right? Let's see how now I'm in huge profit right now. I can take another trade, right? And still be on winnings. Still be green. for the day. I can just risk my profits now. Another W. Let me see those W's in the chat, guys. 100. Half of the people left. Half of the people left. Another W. Another 100 points. So today we are up. How much? How many points from this one? 130. This one another 100. 200 points, guys. This is beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. I should have taken this on my live account. I would have been up for 5K. I would have been up for 5K. Damn, this market is so easy. Not closing the stream, guys. Okay, I'm streaming. Let's see if I can take another trade. I can risk $500, and that would be like nothing right now. Okay, so I'm gonna close it here, guys. I have some work to do, so I don't see any reason for me to like still see chart and try to make money, because I'm already in profit so much. I still expect price to reach even further. That was our bias, to expect higher price action. The high probability target 2 is this one, outlined this morning, right? So that's our hype to next high probability target coming at 18,365. And high probability target 3 gonna be this buy side liquidity. So that's the bias, right? Once we deliver up here, watch for SMTs. Once we deliver up here, if you see targets like relative equal lows, watch for SMTs from here. So huge profits today, guys. I hope you all were able to bank like me today. I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow again at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give this stream a rewatch, right? And I'm gonna catch you guys again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, take care, good luck with trading, and peace.